Christianity in the West as a whole needs to step back and assess, number one, if we even do evangelism, and number two, if we do it, how do we go about doing it? There are so many ways where our beginning, our start, is about how can I help you have a more comfortable life? How can I help you not worry about the future? How can I help you, really at the end of the day, indulge more in your own selfishness? That's what so much evangelism ends up being. But when we proclaim Christ, we are proclaiming the possibility of Christ in you, the hope of glory. True evangelism is proclaiming this mystery that Christ can live in you, and that is the only hope that you have for glory. But are you putting before people Christ in His fullness? When you speak to your kids about the gospel, are you putting before them Christ in His fullness? Are you putting before them the call to come and die? That's the only call. That's the only call He gave us to give to anyone for the sake of the gospel. Do you put before your children? Do you put before your siblings? Do you put before your coworkers? Do you put before your spouse, if they're an unbelieving spouse, the call of come and die? The call of come and join with Christ. Him we proclaim, because we should be proclaiming who He is. We should be proclaiming His gospel. And certainly it is a gospel that ends in heaven, but I'm telling you that the gospel at the end of the day is God Himself. God Himself is the gospel. Heaven is thrown in for us. But if someone comes and they go, I'm just here so I don't have to go to hell. I'm telling you, there are people who said, I just prayed this prayer so I don't have to go to hell, who are going to bust hell wide open. Christ is the gospel. We don't just proclaim heaven. Heaven is what we get, but we proclaim Christ because He is what we receive. He is what we have. He is the one who will live in us, and He is the one who gives us the hope of that glory. So Him we proclaim.